Now, on to the last topic of the show, Nuggets and Suns game 4 recap. Did people count out the Suns way too soon? They had a 2-0 deficit in this series, and then at home, game 3 and game 4, they take those two games. Game 3, Devin Booker 47 points, only 2 free throws. Since he's taken point guard responsibilities, he's been amazing, and we're going to talk about how Chris Paul being out is now affecting this Suns team. But also, you're getting production from your bench. I think that's been the biggest thing in these last two games. In game 3, 22 points off the bench. TJ Warren has a plus minus a plus 20. And then game 4, you get 40 points off the bench. Katie and Devin Booker are now starting to recognize and feeling comfortable with how Denver's defending them. They're putting 2 on the ball. That's leaving the skip pass in the corner open. And Landry Shamet, 19 points, hitting 4 threes in the fourth quarter within like a 2-3 minute stretch. It was bizarre, unbelievable. And it was a Landry Shamet game. And ultimately, the Suns are winning because they're getting production from their bench, but also Devin Booker has been historic. And Kevin Durant, even though he's not been as great as Devin Booker, he's still been great offensively too.
Listen, Devin Booker has been amazing from every level. Playmaking, three ball, midi, floater. He got the in and out in between game, post game. He's beating them at in every way, every facet. He's been doing it since round one. Nobody has seemed to find an answer for him. Nobody has seemed to stop him. I think if you look at what Devin Booker's doing, you kind of put it to the side. Great player, Joker's there. But Kevin Durant's starting to find his groove. He's starting to become a little bit more efficient. I think that's what you wanted. But you need the Phoenix role players to play good. And you need Monty Williams to find the comfortable 3 to 4 guys to really maximize this team. And you're not going to be able to find them in free agency. And I think the last 2 games, they've kind of found that, they've kind of found their groove. And I think Ayton last game, he played a lot better than he's played the first 3 games. He looked a lot more focused. He looked like he was a bully out there. And I think that's also what you need. I mean, the Joker had 50. Nobody's denying
It's a
that
good
part.
game for Ayton.
Yeah, but Ayton offensively, he looked more aggressive. He looked more focused. And I think that's what you need. And with Chris Paul out, as much as we like to harp on him defensively, offensively, he still provided you that playmaking. And I think they're going to miss that a little bit. But Campaign had some flashes last game. You just need that. I mean, with a team like Denver who, you may not get the scoring from Bruce Brown and Christian Braun, but you're getting the defensive energy, you're getting the offensive playmaking, you're getting that extra stuff from those 2 guys. You need these other role players to match that or even exceed that. And I think the Suns, I never counted out the Suns. I think I still have Denver winning. I still have Denver winning this series, but I think Phoenix, with those 2 guys playing that supernova, what it's been looking like is people like all playoffs, people have counted out teams down 2-0, but other teams got to go play at home. People did that with the Warriors. People did that with Phoenix. They counted them out 2-0 because they lost on the road. But now you got to go play in their home. And you can easily count it up. You can easily tie it up when you go back home. And I think that's what Phoenix did. But now you have to win a road game. And I think this could go a 7-game series, kind of like the Kings and the Warriors, where they won the road games late, but they didn't win many. And I think this could be Denver and Phoenix where it goes to 7. But Denver has to find an answer. I mean, they can't just continue to let Devin Booker and Kevin Durant torch them. Preferably more Devin Booker. They're forcing KD to take a lot of shots to get those buckets. But Devin Booker, he went 20 for 25 one game. I think the other game he missed like 5 shots again. Like, he's just been so efficient. And his offense is coming with ease. He's not forcing anything. That's the perfect thing. He isn't forcing any bad shots. He's taking good shots. They're getting out quick in transition. And that's what you like. They're kind of catching Denver on their heels, and they're moving the ball, and they're running. And that's what you like to see from Phoenix.
And that's been the Steph-like shit from Devin Booker. I'm saying to myself, how does this guy have so much energy to push it in transition? He's playing 43 minutes per game this postseason. Think about that. He's averaging 37 points on, 70% true shooting? But more importantly, he's shooting 62% from the field, meanwhile. As a mid-range shooter, when he misses, I'm like, oh, damn, we got lucky. But then as a playmaker, the guy is a point guard at this point. Point Book is just making the easy skip passes. And if you tell me Landry Shamet's going to outscore the Denver bench, I'm going to say we're going to probably lose that game. Now, I also think this is probably the best series we've seen in 2 years. I mean, we have Devin Booker playing at an MJ Light level, and we have Nikola Jokic, who, in my estimation, is the best offensive big we've ever seen. I mean, at the post, the guy is so nimble. He can do it off of either shoulder. The mid-range shooting, the end one he had as well, just flown it up in the air. But obviously for the Nuggets, at the end of the game, their execution was poor. Michael Porter Jr. showing some flashes defensively this postseason, but by and large, he's not making shots in this series. And he's getting paid, well above max money to make shots. Jamal Murray, meanwhile, he's been the fourth best player, notably, and it's been his lack of consistency. In game 1, he dominated. In game 2, he did unspeakable things with Landry Shamet. But then in game 3, Landry Shamet comes back and he's playing pretty good defense. The reality is it's not going to take much to outplay this Nuggets bench. Like, they've got Bruce Brown. That's kind of where it ends. Jeff Green's all right. Christian Brown's young and somewhat a little bit too brash. He'll get a lot of offensive fouls, errant drives, but he's a good defender. Really, for the Suns, their bench has been better the last couple of games, and they've won in transition. Like, Denver, for as good of a starting lineup as they have, and for as much continuity as they got, Michael Malone saying to himself, we're taking nothing off the table for this Phoenix offense right now.